Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm here doing an unboxing of the Predator Wolf helmet that I just ordered and got it in last week. I'm just basically trying to show you guys. It basically comes from a place in Russia. It takes about anywhere from 7 to 10 days shipping. The people there are really good with communication. You email them, they basically give you all the information you need as far as this, what the helmet is made out of, what kind of paint they use, any kind of custom stuff they do to the helmet. If there's any issues with your, PayPal account, if it doesn't go through correctly, then they're really good at trying to work things out with you. So here it is. This is the box it came in. Nice box, and pretty much packaged pretty well with the foam and stuff inside, so where it doesn't move around, helmet cannot get damaged from it. And this is, I've always wanted this helmet even before I started riding. And then once I started riding roughly about 9 months ago, I found out that they made the helmet with an actual helmet and not just outer shell. So that was a big plus for me. That would basically seal the deal for me to buy this helmet. The helmet ran roughly about $750. I had it custom made. But if they have a helmet that's in stock, you can actually get it a little cheaper, just because they have it in the stock, is already made, and just they basically just handed it out to you at that point. And then here's paperwork that goes with it. HJC helmet, TR1, so it came with that, and comes with the actual helmet casing. So it's actually like you go into an actual dealership or actual place here in the U.S. or wherever you are and buying a helmet. It has everything that you would need for the helmet. So here's the helmet itself, the Predator Wolf helmet. I pretty much elected to get the scars on it, and they're basically engraved into the actual helmet itself with the winning sign symbol. And in the back right here, it has the switch to close the visor, the switch to open the visor, so you can easily close it up, press the button, pops open like that. I haven't looked into it yet, but I'm pretty sure if you want to change the visor out, you may be able to. You just have to kind of do your research on the HJC's TR1 helmets and see what you need to do to change the visor out. But like I said, as far as visibility goes, the helmet's great. I can see really good at night. I can see really good during the day. I don't have to worry about the sun being too bright. I think it's a transparent visor as well, so it does get a little darker. But like I said, the cool thing about it is, when you turn the helmet on and you got the helmet on you, and you got the tinted shield, it just turns heads. When I had it, there's not a day that I don't drive my bike and somebody's either taking a picture at me or taking a double take and seeing what's going on, or give me a thumbs up saying cool helmet, ask me where I got it from. So I figured I'd do a video to kind of help give you a review of how I feel about the helmet. The helmet is actually a lot, because of the outer shelding of the helmet. It actually is a lot bigger than your traditional helmet, and that's kind of what's expected, and it is what it is. So it is a little bit of adjustment going from me and going from a showy helmet to this guy. Like I said, it is a little bigger, so it's definitely something to get used to. But you get the right. My biggest recommendation is, since you do know it's going to be an HJC helmet, usually it's an IS or a TR1. You can go to your local dealership and try on those helmets just to make sure you are getting the proper size for your head. Because the one thing you don't want to do is order the wrong size and then you're stuck with it. I went ahead and installed my Bluetooth on here. It's the Cena low profile, so that fit perfectly. And then also with the dreads in the back, have the battery that basically is hitting pretty well, so nobody can really see it. So that is a plus. So like I said, it keeps that pretty hidden, and the low profile looks really good. And then on the inside of the helmet, you see you have the padding on it that basically has everything you need on it. It comes out if you need to replace it. It has the quick release. Just pull it, comes apart. So that's also a plus. Gotta love that. Gotta love that portion. This is actually my first quick release helmet. So it's actually pretty nifty. They don't have to sit there and unbuckle and pull it through a loop. It's actually just really easy just to, pull it on and pull it off and just go from there. I've already installed the batteries to the actual light fixture itself, in which the laser does project pretty well throughout the actual house and during the daytime. It is a matter of when you want to use it, but the laser does project pretty well. And as you can see, it's daytime right now, and the lasers are projecting fairly well, and the light going into the screen. So the lasers do well. I mean, I haven't used the lasers for anything, yet. I haven't really been riding too much at night to use the lasers. So, but it is, like I said, it is a plus to have them. This is a cool feature to actually have it. And everybody's like, oh, you got a Predator helmet. It's like, yeah, I got, you show them the laser and they're like, oh, that's awesome. So, like I said, this is definitely, if you're looking for something that's definitely going to turn heads and, get people attention, this is definitely a helmet that, is a very unique one. Not many people have, and a lot of people are very weary to buy it just because of, one, the price, and two, they've heard there's so many bad reviews in the past of this not being a full DOT helmet. So, obviously you want to make sure you have something that protects your head if you crash or anything like that. They do come with the dreads. From what I understand, the dreads are screw-in, so you can unscrew these bad boys very easily, and you can screw them in there. Definitely recommend when you first get the helmet, make sure you screw these guys in very tightly. That way you don't have to worry about it, because with the vibrations and the wind of the helmet, these guys will kind of come on loose. So, periodically, I will always just check them just to make sure that they're not, loosening up on me. I would recommend, if mud is not too big of an issue, I would definitely recommend doing the bear claw tips on it, just because I got the basic tips and I'm already running into some issues with the basic tips where they're kind of cracking. So I just kind of reinforce it with a little duct tape to keep them from actually shattering. So like I said, that's something that I would have definitely done differently if I had to reorder the helmet. Another cool thing, like I said before at the beginning of the video, that they're good with communication is, and like I said, I failed to do this in the very beginning, and that's completely on me. But like I said, for anybody looking to purchase it, I do want you to understand that this company can custom make anything. So before they had the option to do the ruins. They have like a design where you do the custom helmets and they have the ruins on the sides, both sides, and the color they had was only in red. So, after I ordered the helmet, I was so excited. After I ordered it, I'm like, oh, could you guys have done this in, the color of this guy, or did it in a different color? And, they're like, yeah, it's just a special request. You just have to make sure you email them and ask them, and, I guess include it into your shipping details that you want the ruin color into this, and that what kind of color you want it to be. But like I said, I mean, the helmet's great. It's, the helmet, it's HGC helmet, so I'm not sure if you ever had one, you know how it is. If you haven't, heads up. It's a little noisy, but it's not, like I said, it's not a definite deal breaker for me. The way my Bluetooth is set up in here, I can basically hear my Bluetooth over the wind noise. You can always wear earplugs. So like I said, it has very good ventilation. Surprisingly, I don't catch myself getting too hot in this helmet, and if I do, I just pop the visors open and you get way more wind flow. I'm just very surprised from the amount of wind flow I do actually get from this helmet, being as bulky as it is. But I get a lot of wind flow in there, so I never have an issue with it being too hot in my helmet or whatnot. And I've driven with this helmet roughly, I want to say almost a full week now, and the helmet, like I said, the helmet works great. It's never a day I don't want to ride with it, just because everybody likes it. The other adjustment that I had to get used to was, like I said, having the extra weight of the dreads in the back. And like I said, you do have the liberty of taking these guys out if you don't like how they feel. But you just have to get used to, the dreads in the back. Every now and then you'll kind of feel something pulling you. It is recommended by, they do say that if you're driving at high speeds, to make sure you put both of these guys in pigtails. So that way you don't have to worry about them going crazy wild And that's probably why I feel the way I feel when I'm going at a higher speed, is that these guys are just not in one solid pigtail, so the dreads are constantly flapping everywhere and, you know, pulling my head back. But it's like I said, it's an adjustment. You know, when I first got it, you know, driving 50 miles per hour, you know, I felt my head bobbling with everything, just trying to adjust to the weight of the helmet. And then now when I drive, you know, now if I go 50, you know, then I really don't feel anything. And then I really don't feel anything till, you know, till at least till I get to 100 miles per hour. Then I start feeling stuff on my bike. So it's definitely a good investment. You know, if you like the Predator look and you're trying to be different and you want to do something different, definitely go through, you know, go and get it. You know, spend the money, $650, $700, you know, spend it. You know, I did it. I don't regret doing it. You know, like I said, and the good thing about it, like I said, the paint they use for this helmet too, that they did tell me, is it actually is made from automotive paint, something like that. So the helmet is actually good to withstand all weathers. Although I do not recommend wearing this helmet in the rain. I've got caught in the rain once with this helmet, and it wasn't that it got me fully wet. It just is not that great as far as keeping, because of how the visor's made. With the visor going up and down, the water can get caught between the visor and the actual helmet itself. So you can run into that issue. But like I said, I mean, if you keep it on a sunny day and you're keeping it around town and stuff, like I said, if you just get splashed by a little water, it's not a big deal. But like I said, just try not to get stuck in, like, you know, I got stuck in pouring rain. So it was a big deal for me. I just had to, you know, wipe it out, get all the water out of the visor, and then move on with it. But like I said, as far as communication goes, shipping, this helmet works great. Like I said, the laser works good. The laser takes I use an Energizer 2032 battery, which you can get from Walmart for $4 to throw in there for the laser. And like I said, you can get the basic look of the helmet for $650. And then, like I said, if they have it in stock, you know, this helmet can be, you know, here for this with this design at like $650, or you may have to custom design it like I did. And like I said, with the extra price, and then they also give you a discount code with it. And I'll include, you know, the details of my what I use to use the discount code, and also my buddy Alex that does another. He has a YouTube video. He has the Predators where he's at. He's in New Jersey. Shout outs to him. So like I said, check his video out. Like him on YouTube. I'll try it on for you guys so you see exactly how it looks, how it feels. Like I said, it definitely feels like a true helmet. So definitely feels like a true helmet. Riser down, riser up, down, up. You basically playing around with it, the lights. But it feels, like I said, it feels great. And like I said, I like to get a, you know, real, you know, shout out to, to Alex for doing his video on this helmet, and basically, you know, showing, you know, giving me details. And I reached out to him and talked to him about, you know, the helmet and the shipping process. And when things kind of didn't, you know, when I was kind of worried, like, oh, I haven't got my helmet yet. This, you know, there's no update on the tracking information. And he kind of just, you know, helped me walk through things. So definitely, you know, reach out to, you know, you reach out to me, reach out to Alex on Facebook, or, you know, saying, or you just, you know, if you have any questions, just add it to here and I'll just comment back to you as soon as I can. But definitely a good product. From what I've gathered and from what I've looked at over, you know, past 3 or 4 years. Like I said, with it being an actual helmet itself, you know, the helmet, nothing has actually been altered on the helmet. You just have this outer shield, you know, cased onto the helmet, and you probably can't see it, but in between the helmet, you can basically see where the helmet is, right in here. See if you can get closer to see it, but you probably can't see it that well, but you have the helmet itself encased in here, and then you have the outer shell where you see like kind of a padding that basically sits on top of the actual helmet, so that the shell can actually sit there. So like I said, this is an awesome helmet. Like I said, I have no like really bad complaints about it. I can't really say anything bad about it at all. I like it. And like I said, the only thing that I recommend everybody doing, if you're looking at doing something, if you like the designs they have and you want to kind of custom make your own and have whatever you want to have done to it, just make sure you reach out to them. Make sure you ask them, don't get too, over anxious like I did and just kind of just order and go and then ask questions after the fact. Make sure you always, make sure you email them, ask them questions about, what can they do as far as customize the helmet further than what they are offering, because they're more than willing to help you out. They're more willing to get it done. They want to make sure they get the product done right. And if it's not done right, they're more than willing to help you do what they want to do. Because the good thing about this company is, people get worried that, oh, it's a Russian company. Like I said, me and Alice are both in the U.S. I'm in Tennessee, and he's in Jersey. And people get worried like, yeah, got to order from Russia. I don't like ordering stuff from overseas, having issues, this and that and that. Are people easy to talk to? These guys are really easy to talk to. They get back with you very promptly if you email them. Like I said, if you email them the day, just because of the time difference, you email them, they'll email you right back. Then on top of that email, you can just continuously have a conversation with them without any kind of issues with the language being messed up or them not making sense or anything like that. They're very professional at what they do, and they do a good job of what they do, and they make a really good product. So like I said, big shout outs to them, and I'll have a link at the bottom of this video, to where you can go to actually get this helmet, as well as with their Facebook page. And like I said, I'll give you the discount code that I've been provided, as far as that way you can get a discount on the actual purchase itself. And hopefully you get the helmet you want, and hopefully you'll be able to sit there and ride around like we are. We are making I know Alice is working on making a page on Facebook for the Predator helmets. So it'll be kind of nice to have our own chapters within each state or wherever you are, and we kind of just show pictures of us going out. And like I said, it's been plenty of times I'm on the road, and people are driving past, letting down their window. Just Saturday, not Saturday, past Friday, I had somebody that completely stopped in a turning lane, and I'm across from them trying to pull out. They stopped in the turn lane just so they can take a picture of me waiting for them to move. So people definitely do like seeing stuff like this, and it definitely does turn heads. And I was at a stoplight, and I had a cop actually drive past and pull his dash camera off his dash and actually film me as he drove past. So like I said, it's definitely cool, man. It's definitely a cool product, and I do feel safe with it. So if you guys have any questions, let us know. And like I said, we'll between myself and Alex, we'll do our best to kind of help you guys out. But good product, man.